Friday, February 9th. Just waiting see if a couple people join me today. I didn't tell anybody I was coming on live here. It's Casual Friday here at the office, hence my sweatshirt. We're also getting some snow flurries tonight, so I think it's going to be it's a cold day. It's definitely going to be a cold night. Hopefully you guys can't hear my heater I got going over here because it's cold today here in Denver. But yeah, I wanted to come on here today real quick because I have a couple of announcements that I thought you might want to hear about. But also, I want to talk a little bit about what is the experience that you're going to have when you partner with us or when you are going from discovery to success, and how easy we make the process for attractions or any ticketing venue that is interested in using our technology and our services to help them move their business forward. So we're going to talk a little bit about today. But before I get started, I just wanted to give a quick shout out. I was just at the Intix conference in Las Vegas, Nevada. It was a really cool event. It was my first time attending. And if you guys did not catch my recap, I think I did post that on my LinkedIn. So you should have that if you're on our email list. If you're not on our email list, you need to be on the email list. Shoot me a message and I'll help you get on that. If you don't know how to do that, we'll get you hooked up with that. But my recap of the event, and yeah, I got to meet some really, really cool people doing some great things in this space, and people who were trying to change I'm trying to think the ethics of ticketing, really talking about the ethics of ticketing and how we can improve ourselves as ticketing companies and technology and services that are being provided for all of you who are selling tickets to your adventures and experiences and attractions. So, really honing in on what the values are for not only the businesses that we serve, but also as ticketing companies, what we can do to put our best foot forward for all of you. So I think that's a great lead into what I want to talk to you about today, because partnering with us is as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 steps to the process of working with us. So when we first meet you, or we first meet an attraction who is looking to upgrade their systems or have problems that they need to solve within their organization, oftentimes they come to us looking for answers to that. And I love being an expert in this space. I started here in attractions in 1999. I started with GateMaster in 2002. And, it wasn't until the last probably 10 years that I felt that I knew, we talk so much about this imposter syndrome, and I don't like that word very much because I don't think that there's anything, to me, imposter means fraud. So, I think a lot of times we hear the word imposter syndrome thrown around, but unless you're trying to do something malicious, I don't think that's an appropriate use of the word. Some of us are just learning. And, at this point, 20 something years in, I know that I'm an expert in this space and that we have a lot to offer attractions or any ticketed venue that is looking to enhance these processes and to create a better buying experience for their guests. So, when I say these things about being an expert and also about being new, I mean, you have to learn. And that's why people will come to us to learn about how they can improve these processes. And oftentimes they're people who have only been in this space for a short time. And because transparency is a core value of ours at this company, and it drives every aspect of the interactions that we have with our clients and partners, we firmly believe that we need to communicate honestly in order to foster trust and strengthen relationships. This is why we make it important to share relevant information and insights, ensuring that our partners and clients are well informed every step of the way. Being transparent about our process and products and services, we aim to build lasting relationships on trust and mutual respect. And that's why I wanted to go over this today. Like I said, it's Casual Friday. Let's just talk about process, because I'm working here at the office just on things here in the office. I don't actually have a lot of We didn't have a lot of calls today other than internal work that needed to be done. And that's what made me think about coming on here and talking to you today about this. So the first step to our process, should you decide to reach out to us, is a discovery call. We kick things off with a discovery call to understand your unique needs and challenges. And we want to get to know your unique needs and challenges so that we can unravel the hidden gems that make your attraction special. So while we're talking about discovery calls, I'm just going to put a link up here. If you'd like to book a discovery call with us, it's no obligation call. You're going to meet with one of our experts to learn about, so that we can learn about you. We believe the first step should be about you. It should be about us understanding who you are and what your unique needs and challenges are, because there's no box here that we're going to make you fit into. And in fact, I was talking with a park earlier this week about some of their challenges with their current system. And it's a park that's been around for quite some time. But they made the mistake of going with a software partner that didn't understand their business, which is why we start with the discovery call, because we want to make sure that we're a good fit and that what you are needing is something that we will be able to provide. And if that is not the case, we're also willing to point you in the right direction. And I think that is just a part of what our mission is, of making sure that you're successful. If that's not something that we can do, we hope to guide you to whatever that right place is. The second step to partnering with us is the demo. And during the demonstration, we are going to present not only our cutting edge solution and how that will specifically work for your attraction, but a thorough interactive simulation of what you can experience firsthand with our technology and how you can enhance your operation and elevate the guest experience using that. Almost every demo we do is somewhat customized to that venue that we're discussing all of their unique needs and challenges with on that discovery call, so that we can have a very focused conversation about your needs, and we have a very focused and better idea of who you are and what you do and what makes you so special, and how these memories and experiences that you're offering are going to impact the people that you touch. And while we are not often the first thing that attractions think about when they are opening attractions, it's the first thing that your guest is going to experience. So while we should be the most forgettable part of the experience, when it's not a forgettable part of the experience, when the ticketing and the purchasing is not a forgettable part of the experience, it's a part of the experience that sticks with your guests and maybe does not have the most positive, they're not going to have the most positive experience that they could have had. It sticks with them. And so we want to be the most forgettable part of the experience, but we also recognize that we're the first part of the experience and the first interaction that many of your guests are going to have with you. The third step in partnering with us is the proposal process. And in this stage, we meticulously review every detail to ensure that our solution is aligned perfectly with your vision and your requirements. By closely examining each aspect, we aim to guarantee a seamless integration and maximize the effectiveness of our technology within your attraction. And this is where you understand, what the investment looks like for you. But I will say this: we are getting ready to go to the Haunted Attraction Show in St. Louis, and that is happening early March. And one of the big conversations that we have in that particular segment of the industry is, what about ticket fees? So I'm not going to spill all the beans right now, or spill the tea, I should say. Sorry, I'm Mexican, so I say beans. But spill all the tea on, what per ticket fees are doing to companies. But to me, it is somewhat of a travesty, because we know that when we replace a system that is on a per ticket fee basis, oftentimes those attractions have been paying far more than the value of what they are receiving. With us, we know, we will help you understand the value that is packaged into that proposal. And you're not looking to you're able to grow your business with a partner that you can trust. And that's not going to be taking from every little bit extra that you make. Because that's how I see it. I mean, there are probably a lot of people who don't agree with me on that, and they probably wouldn't like me saying that. But, to me, it's somewhat of a greedy way to be involved in technology when technology is a tool. We're not doing the hard work that you all do day to day in your attractions, making sure that your guests are well taken care of and they're having the experiences that are memorable and repeatable. So, yeah, we do not charge per ticket. That is something that, should you choose to add a service charge to your e-commerce experience, that's a revenue center for you. That's a revenue center for you. That's not revenue for us. So we do things a little bit different here, which is why I invite you to join us for these discovery calls so that you can learn about that. If you don't know about us, that's on me, because I'm going live every day to make sure that, or every week, to make sure that you know that we are here to serve you and that there are other options out there from professionals and experts who have been doing this for a very long time. The last step in our process is the partnering with us. So from the moment you say yes to joining forces with GateMaster, you're not just a client, you're part of our family. And together we'll navigate the twists and turns and conquer the challenges and celebrate victories as we pave the way for a brighter future for your attraction and ticketed business. And I think that that's the most important thing that I have to say to you today, is that when you work with us, that is, I've got customers who've been with me and partners who have been with me for over 20 years, most of my career. And I think that that speaks volumes as to who we are, because, our vision is to help. I don't know if you've ever heard our vision. I don't think I've talked about that, but the vision that we have here at GateMaster is that by 2023, we will improve the guest experience for every small, midsize, and large attraction across the world. That's a big goal, right? That means we have to be on our A game all the time with every customer to make sure that they are able to be massively successful at what they do. And we bring a lot of expertise that oftentimes your staff doesn't have, but we're going to teach them. We're about making sure that you as an attraction are fully empowered to do what you need to do with your business. And that when you use things like our guest-driven experience, your customer is empowered to purchase everything they need to make the most of their experience when they show up at your attraction. So we talk a lot. I talk a lot about the guest-driven transaction. I don't really want to go down there today. Like I said, it's Casual Friday, and I want to keep it kind of casual because I got some other announcements I want to make for you coming up in just a moment. But I just wanted to leave you with this. Now that you understand our process and how simple it is, we offer more than just software. We also offer our managed services, including after-sales support, and we are here for you every step of the way. I was, just to tell you another story, I was on a call with a potential water park customer and said to her, our mission is to help attractions massively succeed through proven, innovative technology and legendary service. And what I said to her when I mentioned that mission of ours, she said, she loved it. And I said, and if that's not happening, you know how to get a hold of me. And that is very, very true, because if everyone in this company is on the same mission of helping you massively succeed, and it's important to me that that is something that you feel and experience when working with us. So, again, book a discovery call. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. I wish it was 1, 2, 3, but there are 4 steps here. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. And in conclusion, I just want to say that partnering with us isn't just about the software. It's about unlocking the full potential of your attraction. From discovery to success, we're here to guide you every step of the way. And I want to thank you for joining me on this Casual Friday to discuss our process of what it's like to partner with us. last but not least, before I leave you for your weekend, I just want to show you one additional thing that I have going on next week. I am super excited about. I have a special guest going to be with me on Valentine's Day. It's actually a great friend of mine and somebody that I really appreciate in the industry. And her name is Morgan Abney. She is from the Protect Group. And we're going to be talking about the future of refund protection in theme parks and attractions. And I'm really excited. I don't want to give you too much about this conversation, but we've been collaborating on what this should look like and what you need to know, because the landscape of what's happening with refund protections, ticketing, and I mean, like I said, I just came off of Intix. There's a whole new world of technology and tools that are going to become available to all of you in the years to come. And you need to be up on this so that you can stay ahead of the curve, but also offer your guests all the things that are necessary for them to make the most of their experience, make the most of their investment. Because let's be real, it's not always inexpensive to purchase tickets to go to a water park, a theme park, or many of the attractions. It is an investment for many families to participate in these experiences. So refund protection is an important part of customer service, and we're going to talk about that. I'm really excited to have her as a guest next Wednesday. So I hope that you'll scan this QR code so you get a reminder of when we go live. I'm telling you ahead of time. I expect to see y'all here. And last but not least, I'm Sondra Shannon, CEO of GateMaster Technology. I appreciate you joining me today. And I just want to let you know that if there is a topic of conversation that you'd like to see me speak about here on this live, if I don't have the information that you need, I'm going to help you find it. And that is why I have guests like Morgan joining me on this live, because there are all these other areas of these businesses where collaboration is important. Actually, that's kind of a plug for another upcoming show. We're going to be talking about collaboration here for the end of the month. And collaboration is important, but also understanding and having the expertise available to you to do what you need to do so that you can do what you do best. So if there is something that I can help you with, please don't hesitate to shoot me a DM. You can email somebody on my team. You can follow our social media. I'll just put up that LinkedIn page right now. Go ahead and follow. Feel free to follow our social media if you are looking for information. Information is the pillar of what we do, making sure that you're fully informed about everything that you need. So I'm going to leave you this Friday with this information. You've got a whole lot of QR codes to scan on this live today, but I appreciate you joining me, and I hope that you have a lovely weekend. I hope that the sun is shining where you're at, and if it's not, be the sunshine. If I can leave you with something, it is that I know that you have it in you to do that. So I appreciate you and hope to see you next Wednesday. Have a great weekend, everybody.